I almost never start this way. I'm actually excited. I'm excited to do the show today. I get a little hop in my step today. First, though, was running this morning. Usually, don't pay attention. We're in honk. Guy pulls over, says, look at this. Shows me Milton's, beautiful Milton's outfit. Said the guy on Milton's. How nice is that, huh?
Well, that's the kind of fan interaction you'd like to see.
Yes! Said these assholes on Twitter. Jesus, finally somebody's on my side because of Milton's, a great store for men. You go to Miltons.com. The guy's like, what do you think? I was like, it looks great. Looked like a sweater and a jacket. I don't know. And they tore off into the sunset. Driving a nice Audi, by the way. Just keep in mind for the advertisers out there, people drive nice cars. Is it a Jeep? No. I mean, I'd like to have a Jeep, but that's a whole different conversation. Steve's busy on that.
It's about disposable income.
Steve's too busy right now tweeting nonsense about congressmen in North Carolina. He should be getting me a new Jeep. Correct or incorrect?
Correct, yeah.
Thank you. Well, there you go. Miltons.com. You go to Miltons.com right now. I want to know who that guy is. I'm sure he's on Twitter. Tweet at me today. Let me know your name. I appreciate that as I was just sort of running. You know what I was listening to?
Bruce Springsteen.
No. I don't listen to music when I run. I listen to podcasts when I was on. The Strooper. Rod Stroop.
Oh, yeah. What was he covering?
1980.
All right.
Another election week in 1980 with the Strooper, Roger Stroop. Honestly, the best podcast out there. Old man yells at music. So I was just listening to that. Not even pay. He was talking about the Dead Kennedys, some song that charted in Britain in 1980. And I was happily just sort of going about my way. And then, what do you think, Milton's? What do you think, Milton's? I said, you look awesome. Boom. Milton's is the store for men, for guys like that. For anybody out there. You go to Miltons.com. You get your clothes for the holiday season, for work, for everything, for casual, for exercise now. Exercise, calisthenics, whatever they call it. You get your Under Armour stuff. You go to Miltons.com right now. Miltons.com. And not just that right now, Steve. 20% off.
Yes, Black Friday sale, which is actually more like a Black Week sale.
Yes. 20% off their total purchase, any Minifan. Use discount code KIRK, K-I-R-K at checkout. Discount code KIRK at checkout. Call a Minifan right now, Steve. We have somebody go to Milton's right now and buy some clothes. I'm enough of this bullshit. Enough. Had enough. Anytime I get shit in the Boston Globe, I'm in a 50 times better mood than I usually.
That's true.
I feel so great today.
There's a pretty strong correlation.
Throw everything else out. We're going to have some fun today. And some guy sent me a book about a professional wrestler. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay. The Dynamite Kid. I grew up watching the Dynamite Kid. Maybe Harry can read it. With a wrestling card in there. What's going on here?
Just deliver in the mail, man.
Shut up.
Your call has been forwarded.
Try another one, please. I'm done fucking around. Miltons.com. Discount code KIRK. Or the store's Chestnut Hill Square, Chestnut Hill, Social Plaza, Braintree. By the way, hello? Yeah, hold on one second. This is, by the way, within the first 10 minutes of the show. So a big fuck you to Stephen Shea, correct?
Yes.
True or false?
True.
But I think it incorporates, I would make the argument to Stephen, it incorporates fan interaction.
Yes.
And we're having, is it longer than 60 seconds so far?
Yes.
All right, who am I speaking to?
My name's Scott. What's going on, guys?
This is Kirk Minahan. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Do you listen to the show every day?
Absolutely.
Okay. Are you a fan of Milton's, the store for men?
Yes, sir. South
Okay.
Shore.
There you go. It's Black Friday week at Milton's. You're aware of that?
I am not.
Okay. Well, you didn't listen yesterday. Fine. You go to Miltons.com/Kirk, and your punishment for not listening and not being aware of that is you're going to go to Milton's right now. There's no punishment, by the way. I'm giving you a gift. You go to Milton's right now and buy something there. Do you understand me? Do you understand me?
Absolutely.
All right. Goodbye. Thank you. Miltons.com/Kirk. Miltons.com/Kirk. 20% off. Do it now. From now until November the 29th. That is a week, the Sunday after Thanksgiving. Well, there you go. So I feel so good now. I feel so good. First of all, we're going to do, this is as Springsteen would say sometimes, this is for the old people out there who have been listening for a long time. My hatred for the Globe goes, there's nobody who matches their hatred. They try to ruin my life. Shirley Young wanted me to kill myself. She came a team of Murchison, the worst people on earth.
Unethical, sexist, just total fucking slime balls.
Fucking masturbate in front of college kids, draft college kids.
A bunch of pampered pukes.
Just a bunch of assholes, liars. As my dad would say, liars, whores, thieves. No, what would he say? Call Adam real quick, would you? Liars, whores. What the fuck would he say? These days I'm frozen too long on the outside. Woo, let's go. Let's do some shitting. Let's do some globe shitting today. Come on, motherfuckers. What's this idiot doing?
Have you gotten over Freddie yet?
He played fine. What is the what would Dad say about liars, whores, cheat? What would he call it? What would he say?
What?
Remember, Dad would be like, they're just criminals. They're liars, whores, cheats. He would talk about like salespeople. Remember that or no?
No, I mean he didn't like those people. But I don't know what his saying was.
Here's another one I'll ask you because I've been thinking about this lately. I talked to my doctor about this a couple weeks ago. Do you remember? Do you remember we were punished? I think you were part of this. I think Ryan missed it. What was the punishment if you did something wrong when we were little? Don't be glib.
Well, we had to. Well, there was always a corner.
Yes, that's it. You got it. My dad would say, "Go stand in the corner." So I'll show you what happens. One second. I'm gonna show Steve. 1 second. I don't want to. You're not gonna see me though. 1 second. It would be like this. Come here, Steve.
Hold on a second. I'm trying to adjust the camera.
Okay. My dad. Can they hear me, Steve, or no?
You're louder.
So my
I can hear
dad
you.
would say, "You did this. You did. What did you say? What did you say? You gotta do better in your math next time. Go stand in the corner." So I would. You're not gonna be able to see me though. There's no corner. Over here. You have to go do this for 10 minutes.
Is anybody on air right now?
Don't you think, Steve?
Well, they're definitely not able to.
I don't care if they hear it or not. Fuck them. Jesus.
You're in a mood.
What's that?
I said you're in a mood.
No, but you think about that now. That is isn't that weird behavior? Steve, I know you'll try and top it. Like you tried to top, again yesterday, another Steve topping story. I talked about running. The person yelled at me. Steve then tried to top with another made-up story about someone assaulting his wife on the trail. But Steve, don't you think that's weird? Go standing in the corner? Go stand in the corner?
I mean, it's no weirder than spanking.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
We didn't get spanked.
It's much.
We got more.
It's more psychological than spanking.
Yep. Yeah.
But I think some people would say that that's probably more humane.
Oh, it's more humiliating.
I don't think so. I think spanking's worse.
No, what, Adam? What were you saying?
I said no. It was mental abuse. We got it constantly. Thank God they're gone.
Plus the rape. Thank you. Goodbye.
Nice.
What was that last part?
Nothing. But go stand in the corner and think about what you did. And I'd be like, well, I'm 8 years. I don't know what you know. I don't know what you want me to do. Did you? When your mom and I were out last night, and Nana was babysitting, we said you could watch one show, right? Yes, Dad. Did you watch more than one show? No, Dad. That's not true. Nana said you watched Happy Days and Webster. Did you watch Webster? Yes, Dad. Go in the corner. And that was life back then, Steve. And I don't care what you say. Far more true. And I think it leads to my claustrophobia issues today.
Well, it probably could, yeah.
I don't think there's any question.
Yeah.
Right? So it lingers to this day. So from now on, Steve, when you fuck up,
You'd make me stand in the corner?
Corner.
Okay.
You just stand in the corner. I can't wait till Mike stands in the corner on Monday.
Have you used any of those tactics on Harry?
Absolutely not. No. You try and learn, take the best from your parents and use that and try and eliminate the worst stuff from your parents. No, I mean, that seems, have you ever heard of that method before?
Yeah, it's timeout.
In the corner?
Yeah.
Go put your face in the corner?
Yeah, it's just a routine timeout.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe I overrated it all my life, but it felt humiliating to me as a child. Fine, whatever. Fine.
No, it's definitely humiliating, and I think it's if it's the tone, if there's that love withdrawal, that can exacerbate it, and make it seem more severe.
I'm gonna start making my people. Justin should have done that the other night. He just stood in the corner at VFW.
It'd probably been easier than walking until 1:30.
Steve calling me crying and thinking he's dead. I was literally like, yeah, and
yeah,
right, okay. Well, good luck to him. Fine, whatever. Anyway, back to the Globe. So my hatred for the Globe knows no bounds, and obviously, like I have a few regrets in my run at EEI. I've said one of them was I should have defended Alex Reamer more during the Brady stuff. That was definitely a mistake. I've told Alex that. I've said that here. The other one was, and I defended him enough, but I defended him, but I didn't defend him enough, was Christian Fourier, who did a mock Asian impression of Don Yee, Tom Brady's agent, during the whole thing. It's a long backstory. If you didn't listen to the old show, you know. What happened was Ron Borges, another enemy of mine, one of our fans made Ron Borges look like a fucking idiot and pretended he was Don Yee on the phone and on text messages to have him write a story about Brady, which led to Borges being fired and ruined. And I did a victory show the whole time. It was funny. And during a commercial break on that show, I said to Jerry, I said, how stereotypical would you have to sound for Borges not to think you're Don Yee?
That's a very good question. Don Yee, I don't think, has any shred of an Asian accent.
I don't believe so. No. But like, he's been around for a long time. He's corresponded with Borges. Like, I was like, how dumb does Borges have to be? It was more a comment in satirical nature, like, how stupid does Borges have to be? Which is essentially what Fourier did. Fourier went on the radio and did like the whatever, the old Asian, whatever thing, and got roasted for it. Almost got fired. Shirley tried to get him fired. Of course, tied me into it. Poor Fourier, like, he had to schlup down to Houston to some national convention and sit there like a fucking loser and have people kick his ass for 2 hours over nothing. He did nothing wrong. He told a fucking stupid joke. So what?
Or he wasn't doing an Italian accent or a German accent or a Swedish accent.
No, it's like, I won't do that. Right. Like, I won't even do what Fourier did.
No.
But if the agent was, Francesco Molinari, I'd say, Ron, what's going on? Where are you going to have some pizza? And, they got some fresh bajoule, and Brady's not going to sign as a free agent. You could do that easily, right?
Of course.
Or, hello, Tom. Hey, it's Danny. It's Tom's agent, Danny. You see, from Limerick. How you doing, lad?
Well, I think the Chinese and Japanese accents might be moving into the white category. If you look at, like, the Harvard recruitment lawsuit. They just ruled.
Well, that's sure what's going on there, right?
I think they're increasingly trying to move Asians into the white category.
Well, you should try that.
Who knows?
Well, you should try that, Steve. Go for it. So anyway, that was a regret, and it led to everything. It really led to everything, which was sort of the straw that broke the back, and led to the stupid sensitivity training and all that bullshit. And the Globe got a win. And when I left, Shirley, if you remember, wrote that story and took a victory lap on what a terrible person I was. Story after story in the Globe, how awful I was, how toxic Jerry was, how toxic our show was, the station, everybody, paired with Murchison. And then obviously the big thing that hurt the Globe was that I took Cullen down, and that became. And by the way, Cullen is on that new Netflix series, The Four. Have you seen this?
Yeah.
The fourth trial for this gentleman. I've watched a few episodes. Cullen, by the way, Steve, just like you, I know this. He's got a T-shirt on, a little bit of ink.
What do you mean?
He's
got a tattoo.
Little ink, and he does this whole story. Just a fucking bullshit artist in a paper full of bullshit. So long way of getting to, I suppose. Yesterday or the other day, Howie Winter died. Now, I would say if we have 100 listeners, and some podcasts do have only 100 listeners. They're as popular as our podcast. Well, I don't know if today's the day we're going to get to that, Steve, but it's funny, right? Howie Winter died. Well, who's Howie Winter? Well, he led the Winter Hill Gang. What's the Winter Hill Gang? Well, I mean, basically a hardcore crime unit that ran through Boston. Howie Winter is essentially responsible for Whitey Bulger's rise.
Correct.
I mean, really partnered with him and Rose and he was. I'll give you Shelley Murphy, who teamed with Kevin Cullen to write a book on Whitey Bulger.
Yes,
she wrote the obit. Now, keep in mind, this is a man who ran the Winter Hill Gang. So think of the toughest gang you can ever think of, and I mean, Irish mafia group, essentially, correct?
Yes.
Like, as evil as... Think of Whitey Bulger, right? Think of who Whitey Bulger is. Think of who these people are. All these names. Any movie you want to think of. Think of Goodfellas. Think of The Godfather. Think of anything. Howie Winter does not get to the leader of that group unless he... how would I phrase this? Has a few notches on his belt.
He was a street fighter.
Yeah, you don't get to the top of that. And by the way, we'll get to Steve's old boss, who is equally as guilty here.
That's been going on for a long time.
Well, do you know this guy?
He wrote a book with Johnny Martorano.
I know, but do you know this guy?
Howie Winter?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, you don't know? Okay.
But he wrote a book with Johnny Martorano.
Who, Howie did, you mean?
Yeah, Martorano's got more kills than Howie Winter.
Okay, I'm not going to sit here and just kill the Globe and then leave Howie alone in this either.
Okay, but I'm just saying, it's not like it's a new development.
Okay, well, does that make it good? I mean, Larry Nassar's raping girls for, Larry, or is the Globe right? Larry Nassar, the Olympic trainer and, who, by the way, had his own charity and raised a lot of money and, was a father and a college graduate. So this guy, Howie Winter, I was just reading, I spent like an hour on him this morning. I love stuff like this because I just love what a fucking bunch of frauds the Globe has. It's just incredible. So this guy think of the worst people on earth, and he's on that list. And we'll get to why they're like giving him credit, which to me is even fucking crazier. They're giving him credit because he doesn't point out that other people should be in jail. Other murderers.
Yeah, he doesn't sell information to the feds in exchange for leniency.
Yeah, he's not a rat.
He's a stand-up. Well, he's a stand-up guy.
He's a stand-up guy. This is from the Boston Globe. Now, just again, as Steve texted me this morning, if I died, the first paragraph would be Aaron Andrews, toxicity, what would they say? Acerbic. What's the word they would use? Obnoxious. No, not in the first. Shock jock.
Yeah, they would demean the work that you've done.
Right.
There would be nothing about Kevin Cullen or your charitable work.
Nothing. Or just a fan base. Nothing. Howie Winter. And again, you could remove Howie Winter's name and put Whitey Bulger's name in there. You could put John Gotti's name in there.
I mean, you could put a former Nazi in there. Somebody who was working at a death camp killing people.
Of course, yeah. Howie Winter, the longtime leader of Somerville's notorious Winter Hill Gang, and the former crime partner of James Whitey Bulger, died Thursday of a heart attack at his home in Millbury, according to his lawyer. He was 91. Okay, that's the first paragraph. Fine. Right? We've laid it out now.
It's fairer than most enemies of the globe would get.
True, but I'm okay. But I'm okay with that.
Yeah, it's a standard obituary.
No argument there with Shelley. Can we reach out to Shelley, by the way?
Yes, of course.
Okay, let's reach out to her right now, please. Well, hold on, Steve. I wanted to get your reactions. While best known as one of New England's most powerful underworld figures in the 60s and 70s. Okay, so, all right. So he's best known for that. That's true. I would say that's going to be what you should be best known for. Killing, embezzling, dealing drugs, prostitution,
illegal gambling rackets,
everything. Again, murder,
every illegal profit-making scheme you could possibly imagine, right. Corrupting young boys, bringing them in.
Yeah, and by the way, giving rise to the most notorious gangster in the history of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, without question.
Yes. While
best known as one of New England's most powerful underworld figures in the 60s and 70s, in recent years, Winter has quietly been working behind the scenes, trying to help Boston's Stuart Gardner Museum recover $500 million worth of artwork stolen during a brazen heist in 1990. I'm an art lover myself, Winter told the Globe during an interview 2 years ago, detailing his efforts to locate and confidently broker the return of the artwork by making overtures to dozens of thieves, wise guys, and mob associates. Everything was a dead end. On Friday, Anthony Amore, the museum's security director, said Winter, quote, acted in earnest to attempt to aid me in recovering our stolen artwork. I'll miss that help. Winter's death, he said, is the true end of an era. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 paragraphs at the top on Whitey Bulger, John Gotti's work helping recover artwork that he probably fucking stole anyway.
Well, why do you think he was asked? Why do you think he's asked for help?
Because he helped broker the return. I'm an art lover myself. These fucking people are crazy, and they shit on me. Because I called Aaron Andrews a bitch?
I think
because I took down Kevin Cullen? Because I point out that Brian McGrory fucking operated this fucking sex ring at the Globe with underage girls? Like what do you, because Brian Marquardt took his dick out and jerked off in front of fucking college kids? The answer is probably yes, right?
Yes.
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 I mean, what the hell? What the fuck? A true end of an era. You're right. You are right, Anthony Amore, the museum security director. It is an end of an era. He's a fucking gangster. He killed people. He ruined the lives of families. So let's go to once we get to once we got the meat of it done, the idea that he wasn't even able to get artwork back to who gives a fuck anyway. And I know the Gardner heist, people care. There's nothing I care about less than that story. Nothing.
Also, there's a $5 million reward for information leading to the recovery of those paintings. So it might not have been pure love of art.
We're going to find it in his basement, probably. During testimony in Bulger's 2013 trial, Winter was implicated in a number of murders from the Irish gang. Again, just keep that in mind. That is after 4 paragraphs about his work helping out the Gardner Museum of Art. Am I overreacting? I think this is the craziest fucking thing I've ever read in my life.
He should have an obituary like Charles Manson. I mean, he's legitimately a serial killer.
Think of what you don't know. Just think of what you don't know.
Exactly. I mean, what weren't they able to prove? What couldn't stand up in court?
Implicated a number of murders from the Irish gang wars of the 1960s and 70s. And so you're saying, well, okay, so he killed a bunch of other scumbag gangsters. Fine, okay. Now, some of them might have been underlings. And
I don't even say fine, okay to that. Like,
but I'm saying, okay, but I'm saying if that's what you're thinking, I'm saying, okay, I got your thinking. Including a young bartender who worked in North End restaurant. It was gunned down in 1973 in the case of mistaken identity. Oh, whoops. Oh, you mean he just murdered some bartender who had parents who might have, for all I don't know, he had a wife, he had kids, he had brothers, he had sisters.
Family who are still alive reading this global.
No question. Just, and that is, again, I'm just going to make this clear. Probably 200 words after, quote, I'm an art lover myself. The headline should be former Winter Hill Gang leader, comma, art lover Howie Winter has died. Or it should just be former art lover Howie Winter has died. This should just be about this love of art. Yeah. This Shelley Winter is a fucking dummy. And by the way, keep in mind, because I hope everyone, and I didn't read this book, I guarantee you that he was a source. He talked to Cullen and Shirley Murphy for this book. I mean,
of course,
we're going to know because we're going to get
not just this book, but the sources all throughout the 90s, 80s, 90s.
And I'm giving you guys a little appetizer. To quote the great Eric Cartman, appetizers are what you eat before you eat to make you more hungry. I'm going to give you, Kevin Cullen, a beautiful dish in a moment. It makes this look like, I don't even know. This looks like, me on Cullen compared to what Cullen writes about this guy. Now I will say Thomas Foley, a retired Massachusetts State Police colonel who investigated organized crime for decades. She does get to his quote. He's quoted after Anthony Amori, the museum security director. I don't know which is more important in the life of Howie Winter. It's the end of a legend, but not a good legend, says Thomas Foley. He's a guy that got away with murder. So there you go. And then they love this. They talked to the attorneys, and they wanted him to be a rat. So he wasn't a rat. He wouldn't do it. He's not a rat. He's a man. Am I supposed to really? Am I supposed to admire that?
The weird thing with Howie Winter is, I guess he doesn't have going for him what Whitey Bulger did, which is Whitey would go around Southie and buy groceries for old ladies. And he got kind of this neighborhood folklore developed about him because he would do those, I guess, strategic offers of generosity to make it look like he was some
but it was
neighborhood
all
hero.
Calculated.
Yeah, it was all calculated and bullshit. But Howie Winter really didn't have that. He was just a fighter.
Right. He was just
who capitalized on Whitey's charisma.
Right. Daniel Doherty, a retired DA agent, said a lot of evil passed through his hands, but Winter was an old school guy who was respected for the way he conducted himself.
I have to ask, do you think if...
Hold on one second, though. Peter Mullane, Winter's attorney and longtime friend, lawyers are incredible, said Winter wasn't involved in, quote, gratuitous violence, but rather was embroiled in the clash between Irish gangs in the 60s that was, quote, violence to stay alive.
Okay. Sure. Seems like a little bit of revisionist history there.
Just unbelievable. We all loved him. It's a big loss for us, says James Monroe. Another killer. I mean, just another lunatic.
He's killed dozens of people.
I mean, it's like saying
that's literally shot dozens of people in cold blood.
That's like if Harvey Weinstein died today. And just think of the obit. And they're like, Weinstein's longtime friend, Bill Cosby, said Weinstein was blamed for the many things he didn't do, but also did a lot of good for people. We all loved him. It's a big loss for us. Really? I mean, seriously, what's the difference?
The death.
Right. I mean,
yes. the nature of the crime.
What's the right? This is the craziest fucking thing ever. I mean, she lists where the wake and the funeral. This is like a good person. A fucking lunatic.
We should show up and just be crying.
I mean, you have to
just be crying in the pews.
I would love to talk to the family of that. Honestly, if we can do some digging, I'd love to talk to that family.
Okay.
Of that bartender, because I just want to know, how do you feel about this fucking story?
I want to know if instead of Howie Winter, it was Howie Rodriguez. Would this story have been written like this? Because I don't think it would have.
That's right. No, they're racist.
I think that there's kind of a unique. I don't know whether it's Irish or just white people. There's something going on here where there's this weird nostalgia for an era where Boston crime was higher.
I can't even believe the Cullen story. We don't give Cullen enough credit. It's incredible. And of course, Cullen and Shelley, Cullen, of course, he pretends he's in this world. So he has to weigh in when this happens, he's an Irish mafia. It could have so easily gone the other way for him,
Yeah, of course.
With it break here or break there, he'd you know what? He wouldn't be a rat either. He would never rat. No fucking way. He'd never rat. Never. No rat.
It was just his strong commitment to virtue kept him from going to to the dark side,
That's it. This mob.
And that was it. When he was in the IRA,
Well, he negotiated.
He had it. There were so many opportunities for him to pick up a gun.
Well, those guys wanted to do it. I mean, he sat there with those guys. Remember, he brokered that IRA peace agreement he wrote about. And some fucking story in the. I mean, this is. Think of that obit. Again, think of who. And I know most people don't know how Howie Winter is, but that's why I'm saying think of Bulger, think of Gotti, Think of Weinstein. Think of any evil. Think of Larry Nassar.
I mean, their contemporary today would be a gang that deals fentanyl.
Yeah,
like that's what and murders
and
people.
murders people.
Yeah, murders competing gang leaders or,
Right.
or drug dealers. That's what they would be. They were petty criminals who would murder to protect their rackets, and they made millions and millions of dollars.
And our lovers.
And, yes, our lovers.
Oh, I mean, don't forget, they're also our lovers.
Let's not forget the biggest criminal in all of this was Billy Bulger.
What are you talking about? Guy ran the score in.
The Speaker of the House, who continues to draw a 6-figure pension from the Commonwealth of Massachusetts.
He doesn't know anything about it.
Who, sure.
He's a dignified, quiet guy.
Whitey and Billy worked hand in hand to control this state and make millions and millions of dollars. And Billy knew where he was when Whitey was on the lam the entire time.
He was an education guy. He ran UMass. He's a good guy. In 2012, Winter was indicted along with an associate on charges he had tried to extort $35,000 each from 2 businessmen. The victims had loaned money to an attorney who had difficulty repaying the money. They alleged Winter threatened the men, but Winter claimed it was all a misunderstanding. He was actually trying to help the lawyer. As part of a plea agreement, Winter pleaded guilty to extortion. It's just a scumbag. He's a fucking scumbag. And it gets better. So Cullen weighs in. That's Shelley Murphy's obit, which again, like...
Brian Marquardt had his hands full.
You see, yes, he did. Now, like, I look, in the Globe today or tomorrow, I'm going to guess, Dan Shaughnessy's going to write a story about why Kurt Schilling shouldn't have a plaque in a room in upstate New York because he likes the president of the United States. And I'm friendly with Schilling. He can be a fucking idiot sometimes. No question. He'd tell you that. But like Shaughnessy's going to write angrily about that. While this is 20 pages away in the same publication. Like, he's going to get mad that 75% of bloated, fat, idiot baseball writers think that the guy who was good enough to be in the Hall of Fame is going to be in the Hall of Fame.
Well, he also collects World War II memorabilia.
Right. No, Nazi memorabilia, I've been told. Yes. Not, yeah. Like they think that Schilling has Nazi games in his house or something. Nazi stuff, as Jerry Callahan would say. Would he not, Steve? Or what kind of stuff would he have?
Nazi stuff.
Right. I mean, this is just, if I do something stupid, they'll write about it. We've seen it all the time. The biggest frauds on earth. And now Kevin Cullen, who has a job there, and I thank God every day that they didn't fire him. Thank you for this. Thank you. Now, he's ruined, obviously. He's a punchline. He's a joke. The headline is, The Last Stand-Up Guy. Howie Winter was a gangster. He killed people, but he wasn't a rat. And in his world, that meant something. And like Cullen, again, is trying to make himself... And keep in mind, Howie Carr takes pictures. He hangs out with them. He does fucking podcasts with them. Just as phony as Cullen. I know Steve's not going to weigh in, but it's totally true. This is the lead of Kevin Cullen's column today. Howie Winter wasn't a bad guy once you got past the murders.
But is that him attempting a joke?
Sort of, but
some dark humor.
But then he here's the thing though, he doesn't, that'd be fine if he then condemns him.
Yes.
I think he means it.
This whole thing treats him like he was an early tribal elder or something.
Let's be fair. Let's take away all the rapes from Cosby.
He's a good guy.
Entertainer. He's brought a lot of joy to families. Did a lot of charity work. Yeah. Bill Cosby wasn't a bad guy.
Racial civil rights leader.
Absolutely. America's dad.
Wasn't a bad guy.
Once you get past the rapes. See what I'm saying?
Yes. Yeah.
Right? It's when you think of that. Ted Bundy was a lawyer. He wasn't a bad guy once you got past the murders.
It's true.
I mean, why are we so focused?
Aaron Hernandez.
Not a bad guy. What's his name? Ada?
Mo?
Yeah.
Mo Ada?
All right, fine. Once you get past that. Why was focused on this? Did Hitler... You know what? Hitler was an artist.
He was.
I mean, right?
Yes.
Did he paint?
He did.
What the fuck?
People still collect them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's...
Once you get past that whole, genocide thing.
Yeah, once you get past the 6 million people he killed. Anthony Amore would probably say, Hitler acted in an earnest attempt to help me aid our recovering stalwart. I'll miss that. Hitler's death, Amore would say, is the true end of an era. Wouldn't you say, when he killed himself in that bunker?
It was, yeah.
Do you believe he died in that bunker, Steve?
I'm not sure.
Okay. This is what I'm saying, though. These fucking people are crazy. Howie ran around Somerville long before it became hip. He became a Marine. One of the most honorable things you could do where he came from. This is a eulogy. I always wonder about, I always think of like Oswald. Did Oswald have a funeral and a wake and stuff or no? Probably not, right?
I don't know. I'll look it up.
I mean, again, you take away November 63, take that month away from Oswald. Not a bad guy.
I mean, he was a left-wing radical.
Yeah.
You know, he had a cause that he believed in.
He had a wife, he had a child.
Yeah, he did have a funeral.
Like, I always wonder, like, did somebody speak at that? You know, like, if Larry Nassar killed himself today in prison. Yeah, here's the other thing, Steve. Take away the island. Take away the girls. Epstein, philanthropist.
Gave a lot of money to the Democrat Party.
A huge booster. I mean,
he funded progressive causes.
Why didn't Shelley and Kev combine on that one? You know, it's the end of it's the true end of an era when he died.
I wonder if they ever.
You know what? Epstein, art lover.
It's true. Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yes, a very particular kind of art.
Well,
yes.
okay, fine. You don't have to be judgmental. I'm just saying.
I wonder if they ever thought to think how Howie Winter viewed some of their progressive special causes. Like, what do you think? Where do you think Howie Winter was on the LGBTQ stuff?
Totally pro, completely pro, absolutely transitioning.
Big woke guy.
Yes,
big Black Lives Matter.
He was
guy.
going with he was considering the surgery, no doubt about it. One of the most honorable things you could do where he came from, and then he became a gangster, which wasn't necessarily the most dishonorable thing you could do where he came from either. Howie was Tom Brady to Buddy McClain's Drew Bledsoe.
Just like the lowest rent, least imaginative writing that you could ever come up with.
It would be like, again, I'm going to do this all show. It would be like if Larry Nassar took over for a guy who molested like 6 girls.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, Larry Nassar was Tom Brady compared to fucking whatever. I'll just pick a random name. Steve Peralt. Just sad. I'm picking a random name. Drew Bledsoe. Buddy McClain ran the Winter Hill Gang, named for the section of Somerville where they congregated. Buddy got whacked in a hit that just about ended the Irish gang wars of the 60s, which were enabled by the FBI determined to play Kingmaker. Howie took over and took Winter Gang to new heights. Winter Hill to new heights. Yeah, he just slipped in. You know, McClain just died and he just slipped in. There was so much money to be made that the Italians ran the mafia in the North End and most of the Irish guys in the Winter Hill had an alliance. In 1972, Howie, Steve, no doubt saved lives. When during a sit-down at Chandler's, a mob hangout on the South End, he mediated an end to the war between the Killeens, who ran the rackets on the lower end of South Boston, and the Mullins, a bunch of upstarts from City Point. He convinced the combatants to end their murderous feud and join forces.
This is called consolidating power, okay?
Well, so he talks about how he saved lives, and then this is his next sentence. After he brokers this deal, right?
Yes. Consolidates a new, stronger crime family and installs Whitey Bulger at that.
He anointed Whitey Bulger to lead the new faction. How do you not fire him for this story? This is, am I overreacting?
No, I don't think
you are. This is
the
craziest, honestly, I say this is the craziest 2 stories I've ever read in my life, ever. Ever.
Like
who
enabled the rise of Osama bin Laden?
Who enabled the rise of Hitler?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what, I mean, again, did they murder more people? Of course, but we're looking at this like, what the fuck are we doing here?
And again, I get back to
what's the word they used? Austere?
Austere scholar.
Was he an austere scholar of art or no? No. Hold on, I gotta relax. What should I do? Omax?
Yes, Omax.
No, we'll do Omax in a second. Let's do them both right now. They both tie in. I gotta say, now without having Howie's kindness, we need to make sure this place is secure. Because we'd always give, in the past, we'd just throw Howie Winter a couple of bucks and he'd take care of us. There was an agreement in the neighborhood, you know? Howie took care of this neighborhood. He took care of this block. Now he's gone. So we can use Simply Safe now.
Correct.
Pronto! SimplySafe.com. There's no more kind people. It's an end of an era, people. Okay? It's an end of an era. Howie Winter is gone. The idea that you can give him a couple of bucks, and he'd also, he'd always do nice things around Christmas and have the parties and broker deals. He was a good guy in the neighborhood, but now he's gone. So now you can't depend on that kind of leadership for security. You have to go to Simply Safe right now. SimplySafe.com/Kirk. SimplySafe.com/Kirk. Get 30% off Simply Safe, plus a free security camera today. You go to SimplySafe.com, takes care of your house. You set up yourself in under a half hour. Super easy. Security specialists take over and monitor your home around the clock and ready to send emergency help the moment there's an alarm. SimplySafe.com/Kirk. SimplySafe.com/Kirk. Hurry. The deal expires on Friday. 30% off. Do it right now. SimplySafe.com/KIRK. We'll do Omax in a second. Go ahead, Steve. What were you saying? Were you saying something or no?
Oh, no. I was just looking at the ad copy.
What? We get it all right?
Yeah.
Let me see here.
It's funny. I did pull up a story from 2013, so like 7 years ago, of Shelley Murphy is writing with Milton Valencia, another idiot.
Yeah, another moron.
About the trial and John Martorano's testimony, and it's nowhere near as fluffy and light. And, like the lead is, Martorano showed no emotion Monday as he casually described shooting and stabbing people, sometimes the wrong ones, including a couple of teenagers huddled in a car during a blizzard, then cleaning up the blood and dumping the bodies in the trunks of abandoned cars.
Read that again. That's John Martorano, correct?
Yes.
Read that again.
John Martorano showed no emotion Monday as he casually described.
This is Shelley Murphy writing this, correct?
This is Shelley Murphy and Milton Valencia.
An idiot, yeah.
John Martorano showed no emotion Monday as he casually described shooting and stabbing people, sometimes the wrong ones, including a couple of teenagers huddled in a car during a blizzard, then cleaning up the blood and dumping the bodies in the trunks of abandoned cars.
This is today. Shelley Murphy's obit about Howie. Okay,
Howie Winter, who sat atop the gang where Johnny Martorano was.
Who knew everything that was going on. Winter's longtime friend, James Martorano, a former Winter Hill Gang associate, said Winter was blamed for many things he didn't do and also did a lot of good for people. We all loved him, he said. It's a big loss for us. She just said James Martorano. Is that not unbelievable? How unbelievable is that?
It's extraordinary, but not unbelievable from the Globe.
No.
Like, something has happened since the end of the trial where he's become,
well, I'll tell you right now,
fucking folk hero.
As Howie, this is the next sentence in Cullen's stories. Howie explained to me and my colleague Shelley Murphy, they moved Whitey because he had a better criminal pedigree, went to Alcatraz. So basically, like, he just talked to them for years and he just sort of won them over. Well,
I think there's also, there were some Boston writers whose careers were greatly helped because they had certain sources in the criminal underworld.
True. Yes. Even John Martorano, among his closest criminal partners, this, again, testified that during Bulger's trial, that he and Winter took part in numerous murders. Cullen writes that, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12th paragraph in the story. After the trial, during a lunch at the Union Oyster House put together by the great private investigator Ted McDonough. I mean, how is this guy still have a fucking job? I asked Howie about all those murders.
He was, get it, but put away the script for the next episode of Cullen.
Yeah, awesome chowder. I asked Howie about all those murders he's implicated in. Without copying anything, Howie suggested it isn't murder when someone's trying to kill you. That's self-defense, he said. But that doesn't explain what happened when, and Cullen writes at the end, Michael Milano, a young bartender who died in a hail of gunfire. When Martorano testified, he and Winter opened fire on his car, mistaking him for a gangster the mafia underboss had ordered dead. A passenger in the car was paralyzed. So somebody died, and somebody else was paralyzed. So forget, and I understand that people are like, oh, who cares if criminals kill criminals? Fine. I don't agree with that, but okay. This guy's responsible for that guy's death at the minimum. Another guy being paralyzed for life. Howie died in his own bed last week. He was 91. A guy who was hard not to like. But he was a gangster, and he killed people. None of those facts stand alone. They stand together. So the fact that he was not, the facts that stand together are, he was a guy who was hard not to like, and he was a gangster and he killed people.
No, the facts that hang together is he was a cold-blooded
sociopathic I'm saying from Cullen's perspective.
Yeah, no, Cullen is just a gullible rube who got won over by a sociopath.
He's like one of these guys when if you go to a golf tournament or you go to you see these guys want to get autographs from players and they, these total ass kissers. That's what he is with like the gangsters. He's just a suck up to, he's just a
he's like
bootlicker.
He's a fanboy.
He's a fanboy to some gangster who was hard not to like. Well, I mean, I don't know. What about Milano's family, or the other people who were killed, or the people he stole money from, or the women that he probably put out in prostitution and ruined their lives? I mean, they are making this guy out like he's a fucking, and they just kind of casually, and these are people who shit, again, all over Trump for months for being evil and fine, and all the terrible things he says, and all the way he does this and that, and then this guy, a true scumbag, is fucking murdered, and Howie Carr and Kevin Cullen and Shelley Murphy. They're all acting like he's this wonderful, he's just this crazy old guy with some wonderful stories to tell. He's a fucking murdering scumbag.
We only killed in self-defense, kind of like Kyle Rittenhouse.
Well, I mean, did he kill this fucking guy in self-defense?
No.
The guy who was paralyzed?
Of course not.
Did you reach out to Shelley Murphy?
No.
Well, reach out to her. I mean, do you have her number or no?
I do not know.
Do we have anybody who would have her number?
Maybe Anthony.
Who?
Anthony Amore.
Do you have his number?
Yeah.
Oh, call him up now. Do you want to call him now?
Nah, he's probably working.
Well, I don't give a shit if he's working. What the hell do I care if he's working? See if he answers it. I'll handle it. These people are fucking crazy, Steve. Why'd you not tell me at the beginning you had Anthony Morey's number?
I've told you that before.
Well, do you think I remember that you have Anthony Morey's number? Why would they care? I'm dying to talk to Shelley Murphy. Dying. And Cullen. You think Cullen will talk to us?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
We can try and call him.
Sure. Do we have his number, right?
I think so, yeah.
Call him up real quick. I'll pretend to be Curtatone. I mean, it's just the craziest thing. It's fucking madness.
No, maybe I don't have Cullen's number.
I don't think I do either.
I think I had it at one point.
I thought I did too. I mean, I know I did too.
Oh, they took the phone numbers off the Globe profiles.
They did?
Yeah, I guess so. All I can do is email Shelley Murphy.
Let's email her, yeah. I mean, she's not going to be at the Globe, right?
Yeah, I think I'll work from home like the teachers.
Yeah. Well, so maybe she'll join us. I'm sure she'll come on with us, right? I mean, that's just the wildest story.
It's a chance to sell books.
That's true. Yeah, you're right. They got rid of the numbers. Did she tweet about it? No. I find this to be the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. But nothing, I mean, I guess it helps when you're fucking, the Globe's so in a way irrelevant. But this is from this is somebody writing in the newspaper 1954 or something, What are you doing? You're emailing her?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, you know what I mean? It's from a different era. What'd you send her?
I just sent her an email, just a standard interview request.
Okay. I mean, it's just from just a different time.
Yeah, Anthony says he can come on, but he says I don't have a ton of information about the specifics of his crimes like Shelley would, of course.
Well, call him now.
I think he's going to give us Shelley's number.
Well, call him now. Don't protect this guy. You got in bed with this idiot, too. What is this guy, your brother or something?
Oh, he's just a friend. He's a good guy.
Friend? How's he your friend?
I know him through the cars.
Great. Just call him up. What the fuck are we doing here? I'm not protecting anyone. You shit all over these people. Now
I'm just going to ambush a friend.
It's my show. Call the guy.
I will. He's texting me back right now.
Better get Shelley Murphy's number, too. I'm going to fucking rip his head off, tell him. Our fucking guy, security director. He's doing a great job. Fucking thing was broken into under his watch.
Oh, he wasn't the director.
He was the director. He was the assistant director. He's been there since 88. Assistant director. Steve, I don't care about your texting back and forth with this guy. Call him up. What the fuck is wrong with you? What are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm calling him.
What were you doing before that?
Hey, Steve.
Hey, Anthony. I'm in the studio with Kirk right now. Can you talk on the show?
Yeah, you got my message? So I don't know who he killed and when.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. So we're just more interested. We're criticizing Shelley's story in the Globe. It was very fawning over Howie Winter. So was Kevin Cullen's column. I don't know if you saw that.
Anthony, it's Kirk Minahan. How are you?
Hi, Kirk. How are you?
Good. Live tape. So, I mean, I think, I saw your quote in the Shelley Murphy story. Acted in earnest attempt to help aid me in our recovering our stolen work. Our work. I'll miss that help. His death, you say, is a true end of an era. So I guess, were you just aware what a horrible, horrible human being this was, or no?
Well, are we talking on the air?
Yes.
Well, I am aware of Howie's past.
How he passed? Is that what you said? I'm sorry?
His past. I understand.
Oh, his past. I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, his criminal history. But, and that's the reason I spoke with him. I mean, frankly, I in order to accomplish my work, I need to speak with people who were powerful crime figures
sure.
at the time of the theft.
Yeah,
so
that makes sense.
That's why I spent time with Howie. That's why I spoke to him. He approached me, and I would be foolish to have turned down any assistance he could give because he opened up avenues for me because of his reputation with people who felt if Howie Winter can trust them, then I can trust them.
I mean, do you think that he knew people who were involved in the actual heist or no?
I'm sorry, Kirk. Can you repeat that?
Do you think that he knew, did he know specific people who were involved in the heist itself or no?
Howie had I can't say what his theory was. but
Yeah.
he had a very certain belief in who committed the heist and who was involved, and he shared that information with me, and that's why I was grateful, and that's why I'll miss his help, because he was able to talk to people. And it's one thing if I reach out to someone, people know I work alongside the FBI. It's another thing where Howie Winter does, so he's able to get
Totally.
information, and it helped to if someone tells me something and then Howie's heard the same exact thing, that's pretty good bona fides on the information.
Yeah, so here's my thing when I read the story. I think my issue's not at all with you. You're in charge of security. If this guy gets almost like I'm blanking on it, Steve. The Spielberg movie with with DiCaprio and Hanks. Catch me if you can. Catch me if you can. Like at the end they bring Frank Abagnale and he helps him out and all that stuff. Like I totally get that. But if I'm you and I read this Globe obit in 5 paragraphs in before she even gets to the murders, you say his death is a true end of an era. It makes you look like you're almost romanticizing what he did. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I do see what you're saying. I think, though, my point was Boston was the Wild West during the Winter Hill Gang era.
Yep,
and
totally.
that era is over now. And that's what I mean. It's a different, the sorts of crime that people face in Massachusetts and Boston and organized and otherwise are different now. That era with Howie Winter passing and Bulger's gone. It's that era. I always say Boston was the Wild West, and
right.
It's over now. That's
so you're saying, and you're saying that, but that's a good thing that era is over, right?
Oh my God, yeah.
Okay, yeah, but Steve, I don't know. I mean, you know anything I don't. Like, if you read this, do you think that's what he's? Yeah,
I think Shelley kind of made you. You didn't have any knowledge of how she was going to write it. She kind of made you the puff in a hagiographic obituary,
right?
Well, I know Shelley well, and she's always been honestly incredibly trustworthy in her crime reporting. I think she's a crime reporting legend. But right. So I understand where she was coming from, and I think she would characterize the end of an era the same way I did. So I didn't see it that way. I'm not arguing the point with you guys. I just know that she understands it that way as well, and that's how our conversation went. But I do think I've dealt with a lot of crime reporters, guys, for many years, and I can't think of one more credible than her.
Well, okay. Well, yeah, good enough. I just wanted to reach out and get your thoughts on that. Thanks, Ed. I appreciate it.
No, anytime, guys. Thank you.
See you. There you go. Right. See, Steve, was that so bad?
No.
There you go. What are you so worked up about? You're nervous.
Nothing. I just wanted to.
And meanwhile, you had this guy in your pocket the whole time while I'm doing this story. You didn't even tell me that.
Because I figured that you knew because we'd talked about it specifically.
Yeah, but I mean, that's not what you were doing. You were protecting your friend.
From what?
You thought that I was going to badger him and beat him up, and you were worried about that, protecting a friendship. Where I didn't do that at all. The guy's, I have no issue with that. He's a security director. But Shelley Murphy makes him look like a fucking idiot on this one.
Yes, I think so. I would agree with that. But he had no way of knowing that.
And by the way, I am not like, she works for the Globe, and this is a stupid story, but I have no proof that she's worked with Cullen. I have no proof that she's ever been wrong in stories.
Yeah, just a cursory reading of Cullen's story. I mean, it's stupid, and there's some things that are just oddly, the tone is wrong, but I don't think there's anything that's factually off.
No, but yeah. So, did he give you Shelley Murphy's number?
No, he hasn't yet.
No, we'll ask him for that. I'm sure he's going to give it to you now. So, there you go. I don't know. I just find it interesting. But I get that from his end. Like, he's trying to break a case. What's he supposed to do?
Oh, exactly. I mean, that's his sole job is finding that art.
I mean, so fine. But I mean, where it's placed in the story is just madness. Fucking madness.
And keep in mind, by the way, Whitey's family is going back now and suing the government, saying that he was mistreated or put in the wrong holding cell. His safety wasn't high enough concern. So they're going back and trying to get more taxpayer money.
Did he take a lump sum or did he take a yearly for his lottery?
When he won the lottery?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Guy, play the numbers. What are you going to do? Once in a while, you get lucky. Casey Sherman and Dave Wedge. I hate Dave Wedge, but those guys actually wrote a very good book about Bulger over the summer. I read it. Really more about his years on the run, which is actually pretty interesting. They did a good job with it.
I think it was a lump sum because he just happened, in 1991, he just happened to get a winning lottery ticket from the South Boston Liquor Mart.
Okay, well, what's your point? Sometimes you play the right numbers, you get a win. You always take the lump sum, Steve.
Of course.
My friend Jim's dad won the lottery, Jim Russo, the great Jim Russo Sr., and he took a yearly one. He's the only one I know who ever did that.
Is that when you don't trust yourself with the money?
Could be.
They say everybody who wins the lottery, just
always
ruins their life.
Yeah.
Not the case for Whitey.
Well, he did wind up on the run.
Well, yeah, but I mean, he had a good long life for a little while.
That's true. He had a good run. till he was killed in prison. By the way, one of the two murderers, Paul DeCollegiero, I went to high school with.
No way.
Junior high school with.
Really?
Yes.
Was he the one swinging the lock?
I don't know. Call Andy Nolan. He hasn't answered the last time, but maybe he'll know more. Because I'd argue that I'm the most famous member of Winchester High School class, but it might be Paul. Well, I don't know. People don't know Paul's name, right?
No, I don't think so. I think by the time Whitey was murdered, it was like a flash in the pan news.
Right.
I remember that day I tweeted out breaking news. Kevin Cullen was there in the jail cell.
I remember that.
Brian.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, Kirk?
How are you doing? All right.
Good.
Good. It's been a while. What are you busy? Working? Home? Where are you?
No, working in the office.
Okay. I get 1 second for you. Okay.
Yep.
Did we go to high school with Paul DeCollegiero, or you already checked out at that point and begun to look at other ways of making a living?
I believe we went to middle school.
Middle school
with Paul.
Okay.
I don't believe we were in high school together.
Okay.
At least definitely not all four.
If I had said to you in middle school, and we were young then, who was most likely to participate in the murder of a famous criminal mastermind in prison, would Paul DeCollegiero have been a lottery pick?
Would not have been that.
Really? Oh, I would have picked. I think I would have picked. I was always scared of him. No? Who would have been your first pick?
I thought he was a nice guy.
Well, yeah, but they always say that about those guys, right?
Yeah, but I wouldn't have said that then. I mean, I wouldn't have said that then if I'm just picking out then.
Who would have been your first pick?
Jeannie Riley.
Who?
Jeannie Riley.
Oh, I suppose so.
She hated me.
She did hate you. Would I have been picked before you in most people's drafts at that point? Probably.
Definitely.
Yeah, everyone liked you. You might have been the last pick.
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know. Everything else is all right?
Yeah, all's good. We got to do pizza.
Yeah, we'll do it soon. I'll talk to you soon.
All right.
See you. Interesting. So you didn't go to high school with us. Yeah, she did hate him. So there you go. All right. Well, Omax Cryo Freeze, first of all, could take care of all these things. All right. You get 20% off a full bottle of Cryo Freeze CBD pain relief roll-on. What is that, you ask? Well, it's pretty simple. It's a non-prescription triple-action pain relief roll-on, specially formulated to block pain receptors, reduce inflammation, and improve muscles and joint flexibility. Best part is 100% natural, CBD-powered remedy works its magic within 10 minutes of application, and relief lasts up to 8 hours. 8 hours. That is what is that for Justin? A nap? Power nap?
No, that's when you might wake up to pee and then go back to bed.
Goes back to bed
for the other half of the sleep.
Much longer than over-the-counter products. 20% off again. You go to omaxhealth.com, omaxhealth.com. Enter the code KIRK to get 20% off Cryo Freeze and site-wide. Pro athletes use this. 95% 5-star reviews, page after page. Go look it up of customers saying they've tried everything, and Omax Cryo Freeze is so good, they're now buying it for their family and friends too. Again, Omax, omaxhealth.com, omaxhealth.com. Enter the code KIRK to get 20% off Cryo Freeze and site-wide. Did we get Shelley Murphy's number?
No, I don't have it yet.
Oh, is Amore now playing the game with you?
I don't think he might not have seen my text.
What kind of security director is this? Were you about to say something?
Oh, yeah. I was just looking through Twitter I just searched Howie Winter, and some of the weird praise that you're seeing for him, like one just random user says, someone please get Clint Eastwood on the line because we need to get this into production immediately.
Who's that?
Like just Nick Usen, something, not a verified
not like
user,
a person?
No, but it was a person.
Well, you know what I mean. Yeah.
But it's just funny seeing like the pop culture celebration of this guy.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Alex Beam says, I'm an art lover myself. Sensational obit / appreciation of Gangster Howie Winter by Shelley Murphy.
That's Alex. Was you in the Globe, Alex Beam?
It's not verified.
He used to be, right?
Yeah, maybe. Sounds familiar.
When was that? I don't see it.
I think it was like the 14th to the 15th. You just go scroll back a little bit. Just search for Howie Winter.
Howie Winter. Can you reach out to him? I just want to talk to these people. Can you reach out to him?
Yeah. Like Tom Reedy says, R.I.P. and peace to my dog Howie Winter. Clap emoji.
I mean, who are these people? I mean, look. I mean, we got to be fair here, Steve. I am looking at a Herald obit with Howie's arm around Howie Winter.
It's true.
I mean, let's be fair here.
He came in and I think he voiced himself in their podcast Dirty Rats.
I mean, this is a murderer. A murderer. This is people who dump all, it's just unbelievable. Fucking unbelievable.
Brian Quinn. Holy shit. I had no idea he was still alive. That is amazing.
What's amazing? I don't get it. It's baffling to me. I'm looking for, I don't see the Alex Beam one. Did you reach out to Alex Beam? I just want to talk to one of these idiots. I want to know what goes on in their minds. And then you get, so, yeah, there you go. My boy, Howie Winter, just died. I don't understand. And now they're going to give him credit because of this art thing he did. I don't get it.
It's almost like a weird, it's kind of similar to the weird celebration in the hip hop community of gang violence.
Right. Well, but
he's cool. He's got some street cred because he murdered some kids.
Look, I fall in the trap. I love The Sopranos. I love The Godfather. I love Goodfellas. Yeah. This is glorification of the mafia. I mean, these are bad people, but you also know they're bad people. These are horrible people. If Tony Soprano died in real life, if it was a real person, he was a horrible human being. So, I don't know. All right. Anything else we got?
We've got a bunch of audio. We've got some of various podcasts.
Yeah, we'll do that tomorrow. I think we'll do that tomorrow. That's more interesting.
Got some Greg Hill show from yesterday, an electric interview with Cam Newton.
Oh, they had the quarterback Cameron Newton on?
Yes.
They had a big win on Sunday. Well, what's going on with him?
So they did their regular, football interview, and then Cam apparently decided to give nicknames to all the members of the show. He's a big nicknames guy.
All right, let's hear it.
After 20 years of listening to Tom Brady, Cam Newton is an absolute pleasure to listen to. Cam Fever.
That text message come from Curtis? I know that had to have came from Curtis.
It was my burner.
All right. Before you go, let's
my burner.
Listen, since you put the time in, which I truly appreciate, let's get to the nicknames.
Okay, so who's Nick?
Oh my God!
Whose nickname would you like first?
Who are you going to do? Go ahead.
The first would be Wiggy.
Who?
Wiggy.
Oh, Jermaine Wiggins. Okay,
yes.
Yeah.
Here we go. All right. So who wants to go first? I figured. Let's say less. All right. When doing my research on my main man Wiggy, the nickname that I decided to come up with was Wiggy the Turnup. Right.
Okay.
Ooh.
So
Wiggy who?
Every clip on
Wiggy what? Paterno?
Wiggy the Turnip, I think.
Oh, I said Wiggy Paterno. I was like, this is good. That's better than I thought it was going to be.
No,
all right, go ahead.
He's Wiggy the Turnip. All right, we'll move on to your old producer, Ken.
Oh, okay.
You want to do Ken Laird?
Say less. Him being the producer, I was like, well, how can we go about this? All right. Then I started doing it. I'm like, well, it's evident. I was going to call him GDK, which stands for Girl Dad Ken. There's no doubt about it.
Oh, okay.
He loves his daughter.
All right. Because he has a daughter?
Yeah.
Oh.
GDK.
He's pretty thoughtful, I have to say.
Yeah,
Brady treated us like shit. Jesus, can we have Newton on? I mean, it's awful, but I mean, at least he treats them like human beings. God. Go ahead.
What about Danielle?
Okay, Danielle.
Yes.
I had to do some research on that, and this is, I'm a person that's into Greek mythology for what it's worth, and I want to call Daniela Diana. Ooh. And Diana was a Greek goddess of domestic animals. Oh. There's no doubt about it that Danielle.
So somebody gave Cam Newton a little info, he's got Ken has a daughter and Danielle likes animals?
Yes.
Oh, well.
I think it was the professional athlete's version of Prep Burger.
This is awful. I mean, he seems like a nice guy. I'll say that. He's playing along. God, I wish Brady did that. I'm jealous.
Greg
I would want a nickname.
Sorry.
Cam.
Given the opportunity post-COVID, I would really enjoy just a good vibe with him. Because when I scrolled down and did my research, obviously on your social, you have a mixture of good times, good people. You have a mixture of great photos of food. Yeah. And you also have great photos of drink. Like alcohol.
I don't think I can hang out with Cam Newton for more than 30 seconds. So he annoys me for some reason. He's just trying way too hard.
I think Greg, the host, nickname has to be Good Steez Greg.
Good what?
Because
Good steez, Greg.
Good steez? I don't know what that means.
My steez is vibing.
Oh, I got you. Okay. Thank you, Greg. Okay. And what about Curtis?
Best thing ever. Are you sticking with Kurt Doggy for Curtis, or do you want to change that?
no, I want to put Curtis last.
Okay. Oh,
there's no doubt
Hold on.
that
I
you
was
had-
looking at Curtis's social, and I talked to a couple of his former interns, and I came up with Hansy Curtis for his nickname. Go ahead.
an infatuation with the parts that are not here anymore, which I do respect and love. And I wanted it to have some type of meaning. I didn't want to go the easy route by just calling you Thomas, Edward, Patrick, Brady the Third. I didn't want to do that.
Laugh 101, huh?
I don't want
Why don't you ever laugh at my jokes like that? I miss Mike.
I was just like, let me kind of let it talk to me. And this name doesn't come by a shot. And the name that I thought I was like, I'm going to call him Mega Man.
Okay, I'm good. Jesus Christ. They pretending to laugh at that?
Yes.
Poor Curtis. He must know how awful that show is.
best thing ever.
No, it's really not. I mean, it's not. I mean, that's a problem situation. Like, all right, I don't want to listen anymore. They can't be like, those, you suck. You're not funny. Like, you have to pretend he's funny. That's a lot of work.
Yeah.
That's what Jerry was good at that. Jerry could do that.
That was a half hour long.
What?
Their entire segment was a half hour
Really?
long.
Yeah.
Well, not the nicknames one,
Right.
but he stuck around, yeah.
Oof, Jesus God. Did we get Shelley Murphy's number?
No, I still do not have Shelley Murphy.
What is that about?
I don't know.
Why is your guy not? Did you actually text it to him or no?
Yes, I did.
Are you sure you did?
Can you give me Shelley Murphy's number? I will text him again.
Please. I'd love to know about that. I mean, and no one's going to write. I mean, it seems nuts to me. I mean, they have, I don't know. Well, whatever. Anything else, Steve?
I got a couple other things. You asked me to write a poem.
Oh, yeah. Did you write a poem about Joe Biden?
I did.
Oh, okay. How long is it?
It's a couple stanzas.
Okay. What's the title?
Dog-faced pony soldier?
Dog-faced pony soldier?
Yes.
Okay. This is your poem. Take a page of our old friend MHB.
No.
What do you mean?
This is from, who's the woman, Trask?
Is it Limerick?
No, it's not a limerick.
Okay. Amy Trask.
Yes.
Yes. But I'm saying,
Inspired.
Great poets like MHB and Amy Trask. Congratulations to DC on his new podcast, which is just kicking off, I understand.
Great.
Well, good luck. I don't know. If he didn't like the show anymore, the people out there, I see these same 8, 10 people, 12 people on Twitter don't like the show. That's okay. Doesn't bother me. Go listen to another show. Go listen to DC's podcast, right? Mm-hmm. Go listen to Jerry's podcast. What do you want me to do? Steve Robinson's poem, what is it?
Dog-faced pony soldier.
Go ahead.
The greatness of America had never been lower. An eternity of Obama had left us all poorer. Then came a leader who no man could stump. His name, of course, Donald John Trump. In the blink of an eye, he made America greater, not just for his friends, but for every last hater. But the forces of evil nonetheless conspired to slander this man and perhaps get him fired. They attacked and attacked with ebullient glee, saying he liked watching Russian whores pee. They said he's too rich, or maybe too poor. His tweets are mean. He's rotten to the core. Surely he must be shown the door. The challengers they gathered for a right tribal fight to see around whom the brainless libs would unite. Would it be Amy or Liz or Bernie or Pete? Or maybe some drip from the wealthy elite? They fought and they fought with invective and accusation, but in the end the libs settled on exhumation. They dredged up his corpse, this rotting dumpster fire, a racist, a sexist, a consummate liar. He's Corn Pop's old foe. He likes touching little girls. He'll give you the full load and sniff your wife's curls.
Wait a minute.
From his plaque-addled brain comes pablum so utterly absurd. Truly, I mean it, the dumbest Delawarean you've heard. He is, come on man, Joseph Robinette Biden III. A creature of Washington, a real swamp-loving lizard, he once eulogized a Ku Klux Klan Grand Wizard.
It's true.
He's a plagiarist supreme with not an ounce of shame, and unmaking Trump's greatness. That was his aim. So the libs joined this scheme, committing crimes without equal, ensuring that Trump would not get a sequel. A phony election and crooked Philly hacks finally gave the Donald a swing of the axe. The election was stolen. Don't believe the flax hype. You think it's fair? Lay off Hunter's crack pipe. Not that it matters, the pride of Delaware will become president unless he's replaced by a woman who some Say only got where she is by making Willie Brown come.
That is absurd. No, you don't say that.
Kind of forced it in there at the end. Well, some people are saying.
Not you.
No,
critics have said.
Yeah, critics have said.
Well, it's very well done, Steve. Very well done. Which part are you most proud of? Exhumation? What is it? Exhuming?
Exhumation.
That was a good twist right there.
Thank you.
What was your favorite part?
What people are saying about Willie Brown. Maybe the cracked pipe.
I
really kind of shoehorned those in.
Yeah, we had. Well done, Steve. Well done. Well, hopefully it'll lead to an epidemic of poetry around the Kirk Minahan show. Who knows?
We'll see.
I don't know. Moving watches, mvmt.com/Kirk. mvmt.com/Kirk. What does that get you? Well, it gets you fast, free shipping, and free returns. The biggest sale of the year going on right now. You get a beautiful watch for $500 value for a fraction of the price. Durable, great quality, designed in-house out of their headquarters in Los Angeles, as Vanner Wright would say. MVMT also has the Everscroll blue light filtering glasses with lenses that protect your eyes from long hours in front of your screens. Come tons of fashion-forward styles to choose from. Give the gift of better sleep, better focus, and better style. And you have great packaging as well. Add a bow and you're all set. Products is one size fits all. Gift guides help you find the gift that fits their style. Shipping is fast. And as I said, free returns all the way into next year. Not that you'll need it. You're going to keep it. We know that. Black Friday sale is on right now. Live and good to go. So get ahead of your holiday shopping with their biggest sale of all time. MVMT.com/Kirk. MVMT.com/Kirk. Fast free shipping, free returns. Do it right now. MVMT.com/Kirk. For a Black Friday sale live right now. Biggest sale of the year. Anything else, Steve?
Well, did you see Howard Stern came out and he says that any attempt by Trump to start a media empire will fail?
No, did he say that?
Yeah.
Did that sound or not?
No, I just saw the clip this morning. The Stern Show doesn't post their clips or anything.
It's very weird. They do some stuff on YouTube. It gets very little interaction. Yeah. They also block certain people, so they can't. It's one of those tweets.
And they're I guess like going back to re-listen to stuff is not very good at all.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Like
so
serious.
What is Howard's take on that?
Just that it'll fail. That's really all he said.
But I don't know why. I mean, he's a smart guy about business. I mean, I know
he just says it's going to fail like all his other businesses have failed.
Oh, so he's playing that angle.
Yeah, it's just a pure like
liberal
anti-Trump thought.
Right,
There's no higher level to it.
I mean, I would think. I mean, again, you said this yesterday. It's true. It all depends on who he puts in, not even on air, but in those positions. And I think he'll hire the right people. I mean, he's dragging a massive following with him. Wait, I mean, massive. I don't see. I mean, it could fail from a business perspective. I don't see how. I don't think it will. I
think there are some challenges if it's only a digital thing. But if he can merge with OAN,
it'll be on
Newsmax.
There's just too much money, too much hype for there not to be.
Yeah, and I think he's also of an older school mindset. I think his campaign did great with the digital. Like you said, if he's got a campaign video, there's 500,000 people watching it simultaneously or some crazy number.
True.
But I think he's always going to want to be on TV.
Don't you and I have a busy day tomorrow?
We do.
Busy. Multiple shows, multiple things. Busy day for us, don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
The Secret Project, I think, takes a big step forward in the next 72 hours.
Yes.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
And trailer may drop soon. Relatively soon.
Okay.
Well, I'm not saying tomorrow, but I'm saying relatively soon.
Yes.
Don't you think?
Yeah. Speaking in terms of like quarters.
Yes. Yeah. I think so. I don't know. But I think tomorrow's a big day.
Mm-hmm.
Cold day, but we're tough. We're northern. We're men from the north. Don't you think we can handle it?
I think we can, yeah.
All right, good. I was going to mention something else, but I forgot it. God damn it. I forget.
My old boss tweeted major announcement today at 3:00 on the Howie Carr Show.
Major announcement at 3:00 today. Does that have something to do with the vacated time slot? And
perhaps, yeah.
Was he going to take that?
I would doubt it.
So, I mean, your buddy...
VB?
Yeah, he's gone, right? So are they putting somebody in there or something?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. They've always had an interest in expanding that network, but I don't think Howie would move from 3 to 12 because a lot of his affiliates carry Rush.
I'll throw it out there. Could be good news. Good news. What do you think? Impossible?
Not impossible, no.
Probable?
I wasn't thinking about it until now, but yeah.
Is that your pick? Jerry to RKO? Is that RKO or no?
I think Jerry to the Howie Carr Radio Network syndicated across any other stations that might be wondering how much longer Rush has.
I mean, that makes sense, right? That's where Jerry should be anyway at this point.
Yes.
AM, old crowd, which he has. He'd bring some old people with him. And like, he gets along with Howie. They're same ideological,
Hey, he's doing an AM conservative radio show
on a podcast. That's what I mean. So why not do it? I mean, would they be worried about Murchison or no? Murchison really doesn't bother Jerry.
No.
Murchison's about me.
I think if Murchison was concerned
and also
with
that
any AM talk radio, he'd have had a field day long and long ago.
And also, I think that to their credit, like the Howie crowd, the advertisers would say, like, fuck off.
Yes.
Fuck off. Bye. I mean, like, we don't fucking care about you.
Yes.
I think, right?
Yes.
So, I mean, I think that would make sense. Ooh.
Yeah, make a lot of sense. You want to call up your old friend and ask?
I haven't talked to him in about 4 months. It's probably not the best idea.
Good news for Cully.
We could call Cullen in. Think he'll answer or no?
No, probably not.
Oh, all right. I wonder if that's what's happening. So, I mean, so explain to me, I know I talked a little bit about this with the cars. So Howie has his own network.
Yes. So
what is Howie's network right now? Just his show, right?
Yes. So they left.
Would they put what's her face on? They would give her a show, would they? Your girl there,
Grace.
Yeah.
She's filled in for Howie. She might be able to have her own show.
Would that be a good show for 3 hours a day?
Yeah, I think she could do a good job.
Okay, fine. We'll pretend. What were you going to
say? So when they left RKO, they basically reached out to all the affiliate stations. Like previously, Entercom managed his affiliation across all 20, 25 stations.
Right.
And they basically reached out to all the affiliates and said, hey, we're breaking free of Entercom.
So if there's a 5,000 watt station in fucking wherever, Falmouth, Maine, how they go there, the cars go there and negotiate a deal.
Yes.
So each one of those little syndicates.
Yes.
All over the place.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And the deal is basically like there's money involved, obviously, but also the important one is ad units. Like you agree
Correct,
to carry our network feed.
Right.
So they get advertising, the locals get advertising, everybody makes money.
So he's what time? 3 to 6? 3 to
7.
So he's 3. Oh, he's still 7 o'clock every night?
Yep.
Okay. So he's 3 to 7. So right now, but like VB leaving has nothing to do with the Howie Card network.
I don't know.
No, but I'm saying, but that didn't, but like he wasn't part of the Howie Card.
No. He was part of iHeart.
So there's a chance he might go 12 to 3 then.
Yeah, maybe.
And they'll package him with Howie or something.
Yeah.
I could see that too, though.
I mean, that was basically his time slot was 12 to 3
right.
on iHeart.
So maybe they made a deal with it, but would they have to make a deal? They wouldn't have to make a deal, obviously, with each individual. They can make a deal with 14 of those stations to have Jerry on from 12 to 3 or VB on from 12 to 3. Like, it doesn't have to be a package.
Yeah, well, I mean, you would go through like Saga or you would go through iHeart and
right.
you would say like, okay, what are the iHeart stations where you can put us on? Or there are some radio stations that are still owned by just an individual, a family proprietor. Yeah, Rich Chandler.
Like Rich Chandler, WCXX.
So you would just go around and negotiate and see how many stations you can get on. The more coverage you have, like if you can get your little radio signal to cover all of New England, it opens you up to like the businesses that have a presence in every single New England state.
So like, my guess is those small, because Howie's on a shitload like little small ones in Maine, right? Like, or some Massachusetts.
He's on some small ones in Maine, but the WVOM is actually a pretty big signal. It's going to translate her in Augusta, so it covers like pretty much.
But he's on probably smaller ones in Western Mass or whatever, right?
Yep.
Okay, how many is he on? Did you say?
I think he's on like 30.
So if he's on some small one that's a 10,000 watt one out in Western Mass, the chances are they probably don't have anything on from 12 to 3. It's probably syndicated anyway, right?
Oh, of course, yeah.
It's all probably Rush or whatever.
Yeah, it's Rush,
Savage, all the whatever.
Yeah, I don't know what time slot.
But you know what I mean. But it's all okay. So
Buck.
What's that?
Buck.
You didn't get any Buck Sexton sound for me?
I did. Yes.
Oh, let me hear. I've never heard Buck Sexton's voice before. I'm excited to hear Buck.
There is this growing movement in the country from people who are lockdowners, leftists, statists, people that are obsessed with controlling others or who have been overcome with their own anxieties and fears.
He's a military guy. He's a veteran, right?
That you're not really allowed to have a holiday. Or if you have a holiday, it needs to be outside. You can only have certain family members.
I'm going to guess that Buck is
people.
saying, fuck this, right? Am I wrong or no?
If you don't, you're being reckless, and people will literally die because of that recklessness. We need to reject this.
Yeah, I thought he was going to go that way.
Enough is enough.
Yep.
It's time for us to say,
fuck off.
Back off.
Oh,
or
right, on the radio.
Blank off, if you will. It's time for us to tell people that we're not going to sit around anymore and allow government authorities
to push us around
to make these on-the-fly, seat-of-the-pants decisions that don't ever have the intended outcome. Or whatever it is, if it's a lockdown.
I'm good. I got it.
You asked for it.
These people criticize my show sometimes. Jesus Christ. All right, but your all right, so what's your prediction? You have inside sources there. You must know something.
I really don't.
I'm interested.
I think the Jerry thing makes sense.
Yeah,
I know, and we know. I mean, Cullen's been looking around, for the Fans Network. He's open to any kind of intriguing partnership, but it could also be something that has nothing whatsoever to do with the noon to 3 slot and all to do with Newsmax.
I bet you it'll be VB.
Yeah, VB also did tweet out something. He finally, I think, let's see.
They're making a terrible book into a movie or no?
No, he says he finally says.
He's tweeting about RK.
Yeah, tweets out on his leaving. And man, is iHeart learning the hard way that when you fire off all your producers, it's tough to get fired talent out of the automation machine.
Yeah, weird how that works, huh? Yeah, I'm looking at his tweets right now. Well, there you go. Well, I mean, that'd be good for them. I don't know, but I like VB and everything, but I'm hoping it's Jerry. God, I want Jerry on that network from 12 to 3 every day.
I mean, it'd be good for him.
It'd be good for them too.
Yeah,
he's good.
I think they can make some money on that.
Yeah, he could finally could he slide in the Howie seat when Howie finally calls it a day or not? If that's ever going to happen, but he basically rips off everything Howie does anyway.
So that was always something people said to me was like, oh, you were next in line. Like, why did you do that? But it's based. It
doesn't work that way.
No, it doesn't work that way. It's based on the decisions of 30 or 40 people who are running large radio companies and individual stations. So, I mean, if Jerry got to the point where he had relationships with all these radio stations,
he's doing really well.
And also, here's the thing: like, are those towers still going to be broadcasting?
No, I just don't
10
know
or 15 years.
There isn't it long term. But
there's also, I mean, there's 5G Wi-Fi. Elon Musk's new 5G internet thing. Like, internet is going to take over where the radio signal used to be in your cars.
What time is this announcement?
3:00.
All right, we'll make sure we have the sound of that.
We'll do.
I'd give anything for it to be Jerry, but I think I'm going to be disappointed. I could be wrong, though. Who knows? So, yeah, we'll try and get Shelley Murphy on tomorrow.
Yes.
And Abigail Schreier's on tomorrow?
Yes, Abigail Schreier at 10 tomorrow.
Schreier at 10 o'clock tomorrow. Okay, well, thanks to Simply Safe and Milton's and Omax and Movement and all you guys. Today's show to me was fun. Anytime I can dump. I mean, I just cannot stress enough how wild this is. And I know it's going to go away and no one's going to care. But the Globe just glorified a fucking murderous psychopath. And they call him and obituary treatment today. Gave more treatment than gave fucking Travis Roy. I mean, it's unbelievable. I mean, Cullen wrote about Travis Roy a week ago, and now he writes about this asshole. And basically, is more fucking loving of Howie Winter than Travis Roy. It's insane. Total insanity. Well,
he's a stand-up guy.
He's an artist. At his heart, he's an artist. Well, and thanks to Anthony Mori for joining us and clarifying his end on it, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
This was pretty reprehensible. I don't know how it can be anybody's idea of humor.